Have you ever gone scuba diving, or at least thought about diving into the deep, mysterious waters of our oceans? Our ocean is immense, and down there, you'll find everything from undiscovered creatures to entire cities that are now submerged. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. Real cities that once stood tall, but are now hidden beneath the waves. So, if you're ready, let's explore these fascinating underwater cities, right here on Fact or Fake. First up is Port Royal, also known as the Pirate Island. Between 1650 and 1730, piracy was booming, especially across Central America. At the time, Jamaica's capital was Port Royal, a bustling and strategic trading hub mostly populated by pirates, gamblers, and prostitutes. In fact, it was so notorious that it became known as the richest and wickedest city on earth in the 17th century. Believe it or not, the British government even hired some pirates to attack French and Spanish ships. But in 1692, everything changed. A massive earthquake rocked the city, followed shortly after by a devastating tsunami. Nature's wrath wiped out nearly half the population and submerged much of the city. Today, Port Royal is an underwater archaeological site open to diving expeditions. Some say its destruction was divine punishment for the city's sins. Then there's Lion City, or Xichang, in China, now sitting 40 meters underwater. Over 1,200 years ago, it was a vibrant and powerful city of the Chinese Empire. The name Lion City came from the lion statues placed at every important building, symbolizing strength and protection. Ironically, those statues didn't to stop the city from being completely flooded in 1959 due to the construction of a hydroelectric dam. As a result, over 290,000 people were displaced, and the entire city now rests at the bottom of Qingdao Lake, its ornate architecture still eerily preserved. But did you know Brazil has its own sunken city too? Deep in the dry lands of Pernambuco lies Petrolândia. Like Lion City, it was submerged due to the building of a hydroelectric plant in 1988. Over time, the city remained underwater, but because the region is arid and hot, water levels occasionally drop, revealing remnants of the old city. One of the most striking images is a church arch rising eerily from the São Francisco River. Now let's head to the Caribbean, where in December 2001, a couple exploring the Cuban seafloor stumbled upon what looked like the ruins of an ancient city, so deep underwater that some thought it might be the long-lost city of Atlantis. This mysterious site is located around 600 meters below sea level, making further exploration extremely difficult and expensive. Without proper funding, research faded, and the ruins were largely forgotten. Whether it's Atlantis or another lost civilization, we may never know. Speaking of ancient mysteries, let's travel to Lake Titicaca, the world's highest navigable lake. Located 4,000 meters above sea level in the Andes, it's believed to be the birthplace of the Inca civilization. Local stories often mention lost cities hidden beneath its surface. In August 2000, researchers discovered what appeared to be a submerged road leading to a massive temple the size of 2 football fields. Along this path, they found remnants of buildings and artifacts that strongly suggested a once thriving city. Could this be the lost city of Huaynacu, possibly an ancient Incan settlement, now swallowed by the lake? The challenges of exploring at such high altitudes make further investigation risky and complex, but the mystery remains. Moving to Japan, we find the underwater city of Yonaguni. Discovered by a diver in 1986, the site includes massive, symmetrical stone structures resembling pyramids. Initially, experts thought these might be natural formations, but in the 2000s, a full expedition confirmed they were man-made. Among the ruins were a castle, a triumphal arch, 5 temples, an amphitheater, and a 25-meter-tall pyramid. The city is believed to date back over 10,000 years, placing it at the end of the last ice age, making Yonaguni one of the oldest man-made underwater structures on Earth. Now let us dive into the murky waters of the Netherlands, specifically the lost city of Liefing. Around the year 1200, a large swamp in southern Holland, was drained to create fertile farmland. Everything was going well until 1570, when a devastating storm destroyed much of the area. Later, during a war, Dutch forces deliberately destroyed a reservoir to flood the land and block enemy advancement. This action caused the city to be completely submerged, turning it into a vast, unstable swamp. Unlike other submerged cities, this one inaccessible. It lies beneath layers of thick mud, and because it sits at the convergence of river and sea, currents in the area are dangerously unpredictable. Now, let us talk about one of the most astonishing underwater discoveries of all time, the ancient city of Alexandria in Egypt. In 1996, archaeologists found its ruins beneath the Mediterranean Sea, and what they found was jaw-dropping: well-preserved coins, massive statues, sphinxes, and even the ruins of Queen Cleopatra's palace. They also recovered fragments of the legendary Lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Founded by Alexander the Great in 330 BCE, the city was one of the most significant of the ancient world until natural disasters like earthquakes and tsunamis caused it to vanish beneath the waves over 1,000 years ago. Today, Alexandria's underwater ruins form a stunning open-water museum, preserved exactly where they were found. And finally, we couldn't leave out the most legendary of all underwater cities, Atlantis. When people think of sunken civilizations, Atlantis is always top of mind. Immortalized in films, books, and legends, Atlantis is said to have been a mighty and advanced society before being swallowed by the sea. But here's the truth: it's still just a myth. Despite countless theories and alleged locations across the globe, no one has found definitive proof of its existence. Still, it continues to fascinate us. And if you're curious about the full story behind Atlantis, from its origins to modern-day expeditions searching for clues, let us know in the comments. We might dedicate an entire video to it. So, which of these underwater cities blew your mind the most? Let us know down below. And don't forget to subscribe to Fact or Fake. For more mysteries from the deep, hidden histories, and mind-blowing discoveries, hit the like button if you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, and we'll see you in the next one.